Hello, welcome. This is Berna Meral, and today we'll be learning reported speech. This is part 1, and in part 1 we'll be only talking about how to report positive sentences. This is Tom. He says, I like Julia. Well, he wants to tell Julia what Tom said. There are two ways of doing this. Look at Steve. He said that he liked you. This is reported speech, and as you can see in direct speech, we use quotations, and we'll be talking about those kind of things today. There's a difference in direct and reported speech. Look at these two examples. Jenny said, I'm at home. This is direct speech. It's very important that you pay attention to the quotations. Jenny said that she was at home, and this is reported speech. While we are reporting a sentence, we change the pronoun and the tense, okay? That's one of the most important things. Look at the second example. She said, my parents are fine. Well, this is direct speech, and as you can see, the tense of our sentence is present simple. Look at the second one. She said that her parents were fine. Well, this is reported speech, and as you can see, present tense becomes past tense. And also, this is not my anymore because I'm reporting it to somebody else, so it becomes her. He said, I don't like bananas. He said that he didn't like bananas. Again, as you can see in the example, present simple becomes past simple. The tense in reported speech is one tense back in time from the tense in direct speech, and this is called backshift. Keep this word in mind, you'll be hearing it quite a lot. We have a table here. You might think that it's a little bit confusing, but if you understand how we do it, it will be easier for you to follow it. Look at the first sentence. I am exhausted. What tense is this sentence? It is present simple. And look at the second one. The indirect speech is he said that he was exhausted. So as you can understand from the example, present simple becomes past simple. So we use backshift. I am studying. What tense is it? It is present continuous tense. Present continuous tense becomes past continuous, and we say he said that he was studying. The third sentence is in past simple. I went to the cinema, and past simple becomes past perfect. So what is the correct tense? It is past perfect. We say he or she said that, it is only he, of course. He said that he had gone to the cinema. Look at our fourth sentence. I've never been to Egypt. The sentence is in present perfect tense, and present perfect tense becomes past perfect just like past simple. So the indirect sentence is he said that he had never been to Egypt. The next sentence is in future tense. I will help you, and will becomes would. So the indirect sentence is going to be he said that he would help me. I must call him. Must becomes had to. Remember, have to also becomes had to because the past form of have to is had to. So the correct sentence is he said that he had to call him. The next sentence is you can join us. What is the past form of can? It is could, right? So we say, he said that I could join them. And the next one is, I may miss the bus. The past form of may is might. So we use might. And it is, he said that he might miss the bus. And the next one is should. Pay attention to this one. With some tenses or with some models, there is no backshift. Could, might, should, they remain the same. Also past perfect remains the same. It is again past perfect. So our sentence is, I should stay at home and he should stay at home. We only change the pronoun. I hope this is all clear. We have a letter, okay? And the letter is addressed to Julia, and that is from Aunt Nora. Let's read the letter together. Dear Julia, I'm coming to see you on Sunday, and I'm coming by train. I'll get a taxi from the station. I'm going to bring my cats. I've been shopping and I bought a new dress. I hope everyone's well. Looking forward to seeing you. Let's answer. And now it is time to tell your parents what Aunt Nora said. She said that. Let's look at the first sentence, okay? What she says, I'm coming to see you on Sunday, all right? So if you're reporting this sentence in a couple of days, and if Sunday is still ahead, then no problem, you can keep the date, okay? But within the coming pages, we're going to talk about a couple of things that refers to a change in time and place. So, I'm coming. So this is Aunt Nora who says this, but while I'm reporting it, it is not Aunt Nora anymore, right? So she said that she, well, present continuous tense becomes past continuous, right? So she said that she was coming to see. All right, you can either use me if you're living alone, but if you're living with your parents, it would be better to use us, right? So she was coming to see us on Sunday. Look at the other one. I'm coming by train. So she said that she was coming by train. Remember to use back shift. I'll get a taxi from the station. Remember, will becomes would. So she said that she would get a taxi. All right? And then the next one is, I'm going to bring my cats. Am going to becomes was going to. So we say, she said that she was going to bring her cats, right? Those are not my cats, it's my Aunt Nora's cats. So we say her cats. I've been shopping. So remember, present perfect becomes past perfect. So she said that she had been shopping. And then the other sentence is in past tense. I bought a new dress. So past tense becomes past perfect. So what do we say? She said that she had bought a new dress. If you're confident about it, we're going to learn a couple of things more. This is Kate, and yesterday you met a friend of yours, Kate. Here are some of the things Kate said to you. I will call you. I'm learning Spanish. I saw Julie and she seemed fine. I must study hard. I've never been to the USA. I can't drive. I'm going to meet Harry. I don't like fish. Later that day, you tell another friend what Kate said. And of course, we're going to use reported speech. Look at the first sentence. Do you remember what we use instead of will? Don't remember to use back shift, okay? I will call you. So, she said that. She would call me. All right, it's not you anymore. It's not I anymore. Because here I'm reporting what Kate said. So it is she, and of course, as she was talking to me, we have to use it with me, all right? I'm learning Spanish. She said that. What is the past form of am learning? Was learning. She said that she was learning Spanish. So present continuous becomes past continuous. We have saw and we have seemed, right? So what do we use instead of these two verbs? They're both in past tense, and remember, past tense becomes past perfect. So she said that she had seen Julia and she had seemed fine. Remember, must becomes had to. I must study hard, so she said that she had to study hard, okay? I've never been to the USA. Just like past tense, present perfect tense becomes past perfect. So we say, she said that she had never been to the USA. Can't becomes couldn't. So we say, she said that she couldn't drive. I'm going to meet Harry. Remember, am going to becomes was going to. So she said that she was going to meet Harry. I don't like fish. Don't becomes didn't. So she said that she didn't like fish. All right? I hope this is also clear for you. We're going to learn a couple of more things, but first we need to be careful about something. It's not always necessary to change the tense if something is still true now, okay? Look at our ballerina, that's Sue. She said, I love ballet, okay? And she still loves it. So do I really need to change it? No, you can still use it in the present form. Sue said, I love ballet. So you can say, Sue said that she loves ballet, all right? We'll be doing more examples about this one, but keep it in mind, okay? And in reported sentences, we mostly use say and tell, okay? This is very important. If you say tell or told, if you use tell or told, we need to have a pronoun here. Jack told me that he was at home. Jack said that he was at home. So if you are using say, there's no pronoun here. But if you have to use a pronoun, then you have to use it with to, all right? So he said to me that he was at home. We'll be practicing this later, all right? Let's have a look at time and place. Of course, when you're reporting a sentence, time changes and the place changes. So you need to keep this in mind, all right? This is direct speech and this is indirect speech. Let's say you're talking to a friend and he says, I'm happy now. So you're reporting this sentence a couple of weeks later. So will it be correct if you say now? No, it's not now anymore. So you can say then or at that time. Today becomes that day. Tonight becomes that night. Tomorrow becomes the next day or the following day. That means you can use either of them. They are the same. Yesterday becomes the day before or the previous day. Last night becomes the night before or the previous night. As I said before, you can use either of them, no problem. They are the same. This week becomes that week or last week. Next year becomes the following year. 2 minutes ago becomes 2 minutes before. So ago becomes before. And as I said before, you need to make some changes with the place as well. Here becomes there, or this becomes that. Okay? But if you're talking about a specific place, you can say the name of the cafe or the place. Alright, this is the closure part. Let's remember what we learned in this lesson. First, we changed the tense of the reported clause by moving it back one tense, and remember this is called backshift. We never use backshift. If our tense is past perfect, it remains the same, and we never use backshift when the original words are could, might, would, or should. If a situation is still true, backshift is optional. You can do it or not. And for a general truth, there is no need for backshift because it's always true. Alright, let's do these activities before we finish our lesson. They said, this is our book. So they said, look, this becomes that. As you might remember, that, do you remember, is becomes was. Is it our book? No, it has to be their book. She said, I went to the cinema yesterday. She said that she had gone to the cinema. Do you remember what happens to yesterday? Yes. The day before, or you can say the previous day. He said, I'm writing a test tomorrow. He said that he was writing a test the next day. They said we were in London last week. They said that they had been in London the previous week. Number 5. He said it is very quiet here. He said it was very quiet. Here becomes there. And the last one, she said, I'll do it tonight. She said that she would do it that night. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you understand it clearly. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.